Hello all, welcome to my channel. Today we will see the difference between string.size and string.length and when we use one over the other and which one is better. I'll give you a hint, no, none of them is better. In fact, both of them would return the same value. But let's see it in action. Okay. So this is my string s and this is which is s.size and n2 is s.length. Let's try to print this. So if you see both of them print 27 27, that is n1 is also 27 and n2 is also 27. Also, if you need to actually verify it, you can go to this website CPP reference. This is you can get all the details about the string and the size and the length. Well, let me search it for you. GTH. If you notice, both the size and the length functions are clubbed together, and it says that it returns the number of characters. I will link this in the comment. I'll share the link. Secondly, if you go to the reference c++.com, here you can see that wait a second. Both string.size and string.length are synonymous and return the exact same value. So we are sure that and these are very reputable sources. They are not just random blogs on the internet. So we are sure that they are both the same. But then why do we have two of them? When do we use one over the other? So I will tell you uh, why I prefer size and why some people prefer length. And there's one exception which I'll tell you in the end. So I prefer to use size. The reason being that all the other STL also have the same method size. Let's say if I create a vector v equals 1 3. Now if I do v dot length, what should I get? Let's see. It says that error, a class vector has no member named length. So vector does not have any member function called as length. Vector has size. Same with set s. If I do s dot length, you can see that it would produce the same error actually. So this is the reason, like I want to be consistent and I don't want to remember an extra function for a string. But there are certain cases where some people would prefer using length, but that is just for semantic reasons. Let's say, so whenever we talk about a sentence, whenever we talk about a string, we are most likely talking about sentences, right? And when we think about sentences, we think of them as sequence of words, and we never say that the size of the sentence is 10 character. Like in spoken English, I'm talking about. We instead say that the length of the string is uh, let's say 10 words or 10 characters or anything like that, and that is the only place we would when we would want to, let's say if somebody, you have written a code, you have written very long code, and if somebody comes and just says that it's a length, then he would be sure that it's a string, right? So this is one of the reasons. In fact, one of my uh, friends, she would be using length all the time, and I would ask her to use size just for the purpose of consistency, just so that it is consistent with all the other STLs. So I'll write few things. Size we use when we are for consistency with other STL containers like vectors, set, map. Okay, and length for semantic reasons. If someone comes, it basically increases it increase readability. It's a little subjective that whether it increases readability or not. It increases readability if someone comes to a code base and sees that you have a very large code base and they find that there's a len, they will instantaneously know that it's a string, right? There's only one exception to both of this, which will basically supersede and it will take in effect. This is like, so if you go to someone's project and they have like thousands of thousands of lines of C++ code written and you have to contribute to their project. Let's say it's a C++, it's a, let's say it's an open source project or your project of your at your office work. So you would not, you would actually do whatever they have been doing, like to be consistent with what the best practices are, they are the project is following. You cannot just say that, oh, I will use size because I like it, right? Because they are not going to change their thousands of lines of code and their best practices just because you want to use it. So yes, this is, these are the three things you should keep in mind. In fact, let me just put it here. 0, most important. Most important, if you contribute to a project, just follow the best practice which the project guidelines dictate. Okay, so I hope this was useful in some ways, and we will see you in the next session. I'll keep coming up with short videos like this where I'll talk about some tips on what to use and what not to use. So goodbye, take care.